NordVPN and IPVanish. Two VPNs, two strong sets of features, and one goal, making your online experience safer. But which one is actually better at it? Well, let's compare NordVPN to IPVanish and go over all of their attributes to find out which is closer to being the better VPN in 2022, and which is better for your specific internet habits. For example, if streaming is your goal, or you just want to avoid buffering at every single turn, well, then you're going to need the fastest VPN you can find. Now, both IPVanish and NordVPN use modern tunneling protocols and have respectable server fleets. But technical stuff aside, nothing shows performance better than speed tests. Alright, so eyes on the screen for the IPVanish versus NordVPN speed test. NordVPN's speed drops just slightly from our baseline connection, while IPVanish is a bit lower than that. But in my experience, noticing this difference is practically impossible. However, IPVanish has often much better upload speeds. And this makes a hell of a difference when torrenting, and I've experienced that firsthand. I might be torrenting too much. Security and privacy differences between IPVanish and Nord is much more fleshed out. Sure, you might think it's all similar. After all, both of these good VPNs use the same encryption and even have an equally functional kill switch to ward off any leaks during a connection break. But that's only the tip of the surface. Let's dig in a little bit more, because it seems that while both NordVPN and IPVanish have strong no-logs policies, NordVPN's was actually audited multiple times, while IPVanish passed no audits at all. Okay, look, not every VPN has to pass an audit to be considered safe, but as every IPVanish review will tell you, this VPN is based in the United States. And since there are data retention laws in the US, I'm gonna have to argue that a thorough audit is more than warranted here. NordVPN, on the other hand, is based in the privacy-friendly jurisdiction of Panama, but still passed a variety of audits. Nicely done. I feel safe. And one last point to consider are the servers. Hard drive servers, like the ones IPVanish uses, are standard, but NordVPN uses RAM-only servers. The core difference being that RAM-only servers can't retain user data long-term, which is a huge security benefit. So now, if you're the type who's always looking for a more security-focused VPN, or maybe you're looking for the better torrenting aspects found in IPVanish, well, either way, you're going to find some links down in the description that are going to give you some serious discounts. They are super useful. Now hold up, I'm not quite done with this Nord and IPVanish comparison yet. There's still a little bit left to unpack. Back into features. Both have common and each have some unique features. Common features between NordVPN and IPVanish are split tunneling, the SOCKS 5 proxy, and obfuscated servers, also called stealth VPN in IPVanish's case. Split tunneling is a useful feature for torrenting, and in general if you need to exclude certain apps from your VPN connection. NordVPN and IPVanish both have this feature on Windows and Android. Now let's touch on some of the more unique features. IPVanish has SugarSync, it's encrypted cloud storage, but it's only available as a paid-for add-on. Still, I've used it for a while, and as comfortable as it is, I doubt it warrants an extra payment every month. NordVPN is a little more varied in terms of its unique features. CyberSec is my favorite, and yeah, I keep saying that in every NordVPN review. But come on, this feature is a great replacement for ad blockers, and it even blocks access to malicious websites, which is something I somehow manage to encounter every now and then. With NordVPN, I can also chain two servers for extra protection with the double VPN feature, or use one of the Onion router nodes with Tor over VPN. It's all additional security that, well, who wouldn't appreciate that? Smart DNS is also a neat little feature, especially if you have a smart TV that doesn't support any VPN apps. Smart DNS allows you to access streaming content if that's the case. However, I don't think that simply having a few extra features is good enough. They should also be comfortable to use. In testing the NordVPN apps, I never experienced any confusion. All features are easily accessible, choosing servers is streamlined, and overall, it's just easy to navigate the app. Now, I can't say IPVanish is all that different. While the UI is obviously not the same, it still doesn't feel cluttered, and I honestly like the style and feel of the app. The only problem is the lack of a Linux app and some browser extensions. Wait, hang on. I actually want to know if you, yes, you, need a Linux app or if you use browser extensions. Let me know in the comments. Just a little research. Last major difference between the apps are the number of simultaneous connections. NordVPN allows only 6 sessions per account, while IPVanish has no limit at all. But I can't just claim that IPVanish overwhelmed NordVPN in terms of features or apps. There's just too much going for Nord here. I can still see room for IPVanish to catch up, especially now that I'm about to discuss streaming and torrenting. With NordVPN, I managed to access plenty of streaming content, the most exciting being Netflix since it became a lot harder to access recently. And I'm excited to see that there are still some VPN for Netflix options left. IPVanish also stands strong, accessing Netflix US as usual, but unfortunately other libraries are still inaccessible with this VPN. Same can be said about streaming platforms in general. I actually had no luck using IPVanish to access most of them. However, IPVanish does wonders with torrenting. Good upload speeds, split tunneling, and SOCKS 5 proxy. Yeah, it has everything for the best VPN for torrenting experience that you're going to need. Now, when testing NordVPN, I noticed that only about 50 locations have P2P friendly servers. So despite having all the necessary features for torrenting, I think NordVPN is slightly behind IPVanish here. Overall, it's a split. IPVanish is better at torrenting, and NordVPN is better at streaming. Okay, looking back at all the benefits that I've mentioned in this NordVPN versus IPVanish comparison, I think it's time to ask, are they worth the moolah? NordVPN comes in at a pretty low price when you consider the longer term subscriptions. IPVanish is a bit cheaper. Its annual deal is about as cheap as NordVPN's 2-year subscription. However, IPVanish's price doubles after the first subscription set, making it a better deal only during the first month or year depending on which plan you choose. Now, I have taken advantage of NordVPN's free trial on Android, but I can't do the same with IPVanish since it only offers no trial, just a 30-day money-back guarantee, which NordVPN also has. Keeping in mind all the features and performance of NordVPN, I can see it being a better value for the price, even if IPVanish is a bit cheaper initially. In the end, both NordVPN and IPVanish have similarities, but NordVPN feels like the better performer here. It's substantially more secure, it has more features, can work in China, if you need that, and is more versatile. But let's not ignore IPVanish. I mean, it has good performance. It's great for torrenting, and its first annual subscription is quite a bargain. If you feel like you need a short-term torrenting VPN, then IPVanish is your choice. But for a long-term option capable of doing, well, pretty much everything, then NordVPN will quite likely suit you a lot better. Okay, hope this comparison helps you choose the best VPN for your needs. Don't forget about those discounts in the description. Oh, and let me know if you have any more questions or suggestions for future content. All right, hey, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.